Imagine this. It's the year 2024 and you're standing at a crossroads. You're looking at your life, the ups, the downs, the dreams, the unspoken desires. And you feel a tug, a whisper that asks, what if? What if you could hit a cosmic reset button? Not just a fresh start, but a complete overhaul of every single aspect of your world. That's what we're delving into today, Radiant Rebels. I want to share a roadmap, a blueprint if you will, on how to revolutionize your life. It's not about small changes or fleeting resolutions. It's about orchestrating a grand transformation, and I've got the guidebook to navigate this thrilling journey. So gather round, because together, we're about to embark on an adventure that promises to rewrite the story of your life. Alright, Radiant Rebels, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of this transformative journey, let's set the stage. Picture a stage play. Before the curtains rise and the actors step into the limelight, there's a moment of quiet. A moment where the script is being written, the characters are evolving, and the story is taking shape. That's where you are right now, on the brink of change, at the threshold of rewriting your story. But before we rush into this grand narrative, let's take a step back and reflect. Ask yourself why the need for change. It's like looking in the mirror and really seeing yourself, acknowledging the parts that sparkle with joy and the bits that ache for something more. Reflecting on the need for change isn't about dwelling on regrets or faults. It's about understanding that deep, stirring feeling within you. Maybe it's the desire for more adventure, stronger relationships, a fulfilling career, or simply a thirst for growth. It's about acknowledging that you've outgrown certain chapters and are ready to author a new tale. This reflective phase is like tending to a garden. You inspect each plant, nurture the ones that need care, and pluck out the weeds that hinder growth. Similarly, reflecting on your need for change allows you to pinpoint what's working and what's not, setting the groundwork for the beautiful garden of transformation we're about to cultivate. So take a moment, Radiant Rebels. Grab your mental magnifying glass and explore your inner landscape. Reflect on what's stirring within you, what's nudging you toward change, and let's prepare to embrace this journey of radical transformation together. Now that we've gazed into the mirror of reflection, let's talk about the GPS of this journey, setting goals. Imagine your goals as stars in the night sky. They guide ships through stormy seas and lead wanderers to their destinations. Similarly, setting goals is crucial for this complete life makeover. Goals give direction to your desires. They take those whispers of what if and turn them into tangible destinations. Think of it like planning a road trip. You wouldn't just hop into a car and hope to magically arrive at your dream destination, right? You'd need a map, a plan, and specific checkpoints along the way. Setting goals for this life makeover is like plotting those checkpoints. They give you a clear path and small victories to celebrate along the journey. Whether it's mastering a new skill, fostering healthier relationships, or stepping into a career that sets your soul on fire, goals act as signposts, marking your progress and keeping you focused. But here's the secret ingredient, Radiant Rebels, setting the right kind of goals. They shouldn't just be a to-do list, they should be the heartbeat of your aspirations. Goals that align with your values, ignite your passion, and challenge you to stretch beyond your comfort zone. They're not just checkboxes, they're the keys to unlocking the doors to your wildest dreams. So grab a mental pen and paper, Radiant Rebels. Let's start sketching these goals, these stars that will guide us through the vast universe of transformation. Embrace the power of intention, because with the right goals in place, we're not just dreaming of change, we're actively scripting a masterpiece of a life makeover. Share this insightful video. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers together and empower more lives. Assessing current state. Alright, Radiant Rebels, Let's put on our detective hats and take a stroll through the corridors of our lives. Imagine your life as a house with various rooms: personal, professional, health, relationships, and more. It's time for a house inspection, not to find flaws, but to understand where renovations might spark a whole new vibe. First up, taking stock. Picture a mental checklist for each room of your life. How's your personal space? Are you feeling fulfilled, content with who you are? What about the professional room? Is your career aligning with your passions and aspirations? Don't forget the health room. How's the energy, the well-being factor? Now, here's the interesting part: identifying areas that need a touch-up or a total revamp. Maybe your personal space could use some decluttering, letting go of beliefs or habits that no longer serve you. Or perhaps the professional room needs a fresh coat of paint, a new skill, a change in direction, or a better work-life balance. Spotting these areas isn't about finding faults, it's about recognizing spaces for growth. It's like tending to a garden again. Some flowers need a bit more sunlight, some need more water. Similarly, some aspects of your life might need a little more attention to bloom brighter. So, Radiant Rebels, grab your mental flashlight and let's explore these rooms together. Assessing where we stand in each aspect of life isn't just about observation, it's about laying the groundwork for the makeover of a lifetime. Because once we identify these spaces for improvement, we're not just dreaming of change. We're poised to turn these spaces into arenas of incredible growth and fulfillment. Goal setting. All right, Radiant Rebels, now that we've explored the different rooms of our lives, it's time to grab our tool belts and start crafting those goals. Remember, goals are like stars. They light up our path toward a brighter future. Setting goals isn't just about writing down a wish list. It's about crafting a roadmap for the life you envision. Think of it as building a house. You don't just start hammering without a blueprint. You plan the foundation, the walls, the windows, and the doors. Similarly, your goals are the blueprint for your dream life. But here's the trick. Goals should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. They shouldn't be vague wishes floating in the air. They should be concrete steps that lead you closer to your desired destination. For instance, saying you want to improve your health is great, but setting a goal to walk 30 minutes every day or eat more veggies is a smart goal that gets you closer to that vision. So, Radiant Rebels, get your mental pens and start sketching these goals. Let's make them crystal clear, measurable, and tailored to each room of our lives. With smart goals in place, we're not just dreaming of change. We're architecting our dream life, brick by brick, goal by goal. And trust me, when those stars align, the magic begins. Creating an actionable plan. All right, Radiant Rebels, we've crafted our goals. Now it's time to roll up our sleeves and break them down into bite-sized pieces. Think of your goals as a big puzzle. Breaking them down into smaller tasks is like sorting those puzzle pieces to create a clear picture. Imagine your goal is to learn a new skill. Instead of tackling the whole skill at once, break it down into manageable tasks, like researching resources, practicing for 15 minutes daily, or seeking guidance from experts. These smaller tasks are like stepping stones that pave the way to your goal. They make the journey less daunting and more achievable. Breaking down goals isn't just about making things easier, it's about making progress visible. When you can check off these smaller tasks, it's like adding pieces to that puzzle. Slowly, the picture becomes clearer. Plus, it's incredibly motivating. Each completed task is a victory, a celebration of moving closer to your dreams. So, Radiant Rebels, grab your mental scissors and start slicing those goals into manageable chunks. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are your dreams. By breaking them down, we're not just dreaming big, we're turning those dreams into actionable steps, each task a brick in the construction of our dream life. Get ready to witness the magic as these small steps lead to giant leaps. Alright, Radiant Rebels, now that we've carved our goals into manageable tasks, let's talk about resources and time, our tools for this grand makeover. Picture your goals as plants in a garden. They need nurturing to bloom. Similarly, our goals need resources like time, energy, and focus to flourish. Allocating resources effectively is like budgeting money for different expenses. You wouldn't spend all your money on just one thing, right? You'd allocate it wisely for various needs. Similarly, divide your time, energy, and efforts among your goals and tasks. Prioritize what needs immediate attention and what can wait. Time is a precious resource, just like sunlight for those plants. Allocate time wisely for each task. Maybe it's dedicating 30 minutes a day to learn something new, or setting aside an hour for self-care. When you invest time in your goals, you're investing in the future you envision. But here's the catch, Radiant Rebels. Balance is key. Avoid spreading yourself too thin. It's like watering plants. Too much or too little can harm them. Allocate your resources thoughtfully, ensuring you have enough energy and time for each task without overwhelming yourself. So grab your mental planner, Radiant Rebels. Let's allocate our resources like savvy gardeners, giving each goal and task the time and attention it deserves. When we allocate our resources effectively, we're not just chasing dreams, we're nurturing them, paving the way for a garden of achievements and fulfillment to bloom. Remember, your thoughts and experiences matter. Feel free to share your journey or insights in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more empowering content. Your support means the world. Implementing changes. Alright, Radiant Rebels, now that we've charted our course and gathered our tools, it's time to dive into the action phase, implementing changes. Picture yourself as the hero of your story, facing challenges and triumphs on this quest for transformation. But here's the deal. Staying motivated and overcoming obstacles is like navigating through a maze. Sometimes the path might seem unclear, or you might hit dead ends. That's where strategies come in handy, like having a map or a torch to light your way through the maze. One powerful strategy is to stay connected to your why. Remind yourself why you embarked on this journey. It's like having a guiding star. When things get tough, remembering your purpose can reignite your motivation. Another trick? Break tasks into smaller steps. Remember our puzzle analogy? When a task feels daunting, focus on just one piece at a time. Celebrate each small victory. It's like finding a clue in the maze that brings you closer to the exit. And when obstacles pop up, and trust me, they will, embrace the power of adaptability. It's like being a superhero equipped with different tools. If one approach doesn't work, try another. Flexibility and resilience are your superpowers in this adventure. So, Radiant Rebels, arm yourselves with these strategies. Stay connected to your purpose, break tasks into manageable chunks, and embrace adaptability. When we implement changes with these tools, we're not just facing challenges. We're turning stumbling blocks into stepping stones, propelling ourselves forward on this epic journey of transformation. Alright, Radiant Rebels, as we march forward on our transformative journey, it's time to talk about the backbone of change, habits and routines. Think of habits as the bricks that build the foundation of your goals. They're like the everyday rituals that shape who you are and where you're headed. Incorporating habits that support your new goals is like planting seeds in fertile soil. Choose habits that align with your aspirations. If your goal is to become healthier, maybe it's introducing a morning workout routine or swapping out sugary snacks for nutritious ones. These habits become the building blocks of your new life. Routines are like the tracks for a train. They guide your actions in a certain direction. Creating routines that support your goals ensures that you're consistently moving forward. Whether it's a morning routine that kickstarts your day or an evening routine that winds you down, these rhythms anchor you amidst life's chaos. But here's the catch, Radiant Rebels. Consistency is key. Habits and routines aren't formed overnight. It's like watering a plant. You don't see it sprout immediately. Be patient and persistent. Each day you stick to your new habits, you're laying a stronger foundation for the life you desire. So grab your mental toolbox, Radiant Rebels! Let's build these habits and routines like skilled architects, designing a life that supports and nurtures our goals. When we incorporate habits and routines aligned with our aspirations, we're not just dreaming big. We're laying the groundwork for a future brimming with success and fulfillment. Tracking progress. Radiant Rebels see tracking progress is like checking your map during a journey. It's crucial to know if you're heading in the right direction. Monitoring progress regularly ensures you're on the path to your destination. It's like having signposts along the way, guiding you and showing how far you've come. Celebrating milestones is just as important as tracking progress. Imagine reaching a pit stop on your journey. Wouldn't you take a moment to rest and celebrate before moving forward? Milestones are like these pit stops. They're moments to pause, acknowledge your achievements, and recharge for the road ahead. But here's the thing, Radiant Rebels. Flexibility is your best friend. Sometimes the path you planned might have unexpected turns. That's where adjusting plans comes into play. It's like being a captain steering a ship. If the wind changes direction, you adjust the sails. Review your plans regularly, and if needed, tweak them to better align with your goals. So grab your mental compass, Radiant Rebels. Let's track our progress and celebrate each milestone like victorious explorers. And remember, if the road takes a surprising turn, adjust your plans with grace and determination. When we track progress and adjust plans, we're not just travelers, we're navigators steering our ship toward the shores of success and fulfillment. Overcoming challenges. Let's talk about facing the dragons on our journey. Overcoming challenges. Think of challenges as storms on a voyage. They might rock the boat, but they won't sink it. Setbacks and failures are part of the adventure. They're like detours that test your resilience. Dealing with setbacks and failures is like learning to dance in the rain. Instead of letting them dampen your spirits, use them as lessons. Reflect on what went wrong and what you can learn from it. It's not about avoiding failure, but about bouncing back stronger. Staying resilient amidst challenges is your secret weapon. It's like being a rubber band. When life stretches you, you don't break, you bounce back. Cultivate resilience by focusing on your strengths, seeking support from friends or mentors, and practicing self-compassion. Remember, you're stronger than you think. And here's a strategy for the ages. Maintain your focus. It's like being a tightrope walker. Amidst distractions and challenges, keep your eyes on the prize. Remind yourself of your goals, your why, and let that be your guiding light through the storm. So, Radiant Rebels, when challenges come knocking, don't see them as roadblocks. See them as detours leading to unexpected discoveries. Embrace setbacks as lessons, stay resilient, and maintain your focus. When we overcome challenges with grace and resilience, we're not just adventurers, we're warriors conquering the battlefield of change. Personal experience. Radiant Rebels, let's pull up a chair and share some stories from the heart. Picture this as a campfire gathering, everyone sharing their adventures. I've had my fair share of twists and turns on this journey, and let me tell you, each stumble taught me something valuable. There was a time when I aimed for the stars but stumbled upon dark clouds. I remember feeling lost, like my map had been shredded. But in that moment, I realized something powerful. The setbacks weren't the end, they were a plot twist in my story. I used those moments to recalibrate, to reassess my direction, and that's when the real magic happened. I want you to know, Radiant Rebels, that every stumble can be a stepping stone. Your setbacks don't define you, they refine you. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them shape your journey. You're capable of far more than you imagine. And here's a nugget of encouragement from my own experience. Keep going. Even when the path seems foggy or the road feels rough, keep putting one foot in front of the other. It's like climbing a mountain. Each step might feel small, but they add up, and soon you're closer to the peak than you realize. So, Radiant Rebels, here's to our shared stories of triumphs and stumbles. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Embrace the lessons, stay resilient, and keep moving forward. Your story is still unfolding, and trust me, the best chapters are yet to come. That being said, Radiant Rebels, let's continue scripting our tales of transformation. Embrace the journey, celebrate the victories, and learn from the detours. Keep dreaming big, setting those goals, and turning them into reality one step at a time. Our adventure doesn't end here, it's just getting started. Together, let's craft a life that sparkles with fulfillment and radiates with the joy of chasing our dreams.